I'll end this quickly.
I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you. I'll end this quickly. Come on, really? You better be ready.
We won, right? Right? I won't run away!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
These ruins. This feels like a sad place.
Sad? In what way?
Sorrow permeates this place. As if left behind by people who suffered torment and death. I guess that's a weird impression to get by just looking at some ruins, huh?
I'd trust my feelings if I were you. They'll often lead you to the truth of things. Besides, What you're feeling would explain a thing or two about these ruins.
It would?
Rather than attempting to impress visitors with beauty and opulence, the building and its passageways were built with strength and stability in mind. And that means...
They were anticipating volcanic earthquakes. And they expected that someone might turn violent in these passageways.
Not a bad observation. And what would bring such savage people to these halls? Surely they weren't just passing through.
Then this passage must have led to somewhere. Some room or structure deeper within. A prison for the worst criminals. Or maybe a battle arena.
And that's what gave you a sense of sadness.
If it was an arena, then treasure for the victors might be hidden away somewhere.
Why would it be hidden?
Well, those fighter types might not have been all that nice. And the people who built this place seem to have been the cautious type.
Hidden treasure, huh? Where do you think...
Save your speculation for another day, you two. We have a Therian to find.
Right. Sorry.
So, about that treasure.
Aizen!
Ugh. We'll talk about this later, Laphicet.
All right.
You better be ready.
You're just lucky I made it quick.
Don't waste my time.
Let's go!
Hey, is everyone all right?
I'll finish this quick. Killing blast! But I'm this close. I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder!
Not even worth my time. I'll end this quickly.
You're wide open!
Victory is ours.
You're fighting the Reaper. If you want to live, get out of my way.
This Nordal. It looks a lot like Grimoire and Bienfu, but there's something different about it that I can't quite put my finger on.
I agree. Those two are positively gloomy, but this doll seems calming, yet glamorous too.
Like I said, a quiet radiance.
Yeah.
You think so? I think it's more lethargic or absent-minded. Like I can't tell what's going on in its head. Either way, I'm 1,000 times cuter than that thing.
What's cute about you? People who keep their faces covered are creepy. I don't know. There's definitely something off about it. It's charming, but a little ominous. Like I can never entirely be at ease around it, if that makes sense.
You think so? Actually, I think it's cute. It reminds me of a little baby.
You think this looks like a baby?
I remember when my sister was about as small as that doll. She had the tiniest little hands, and she tried to grip my pinky as best she could.
Really?
I'd take my pinky with her fingers wrapped around it and poke her cheek, and she'd just be all smiles. I swore to myself I'd always do whatever I could to protect her. Once she got a little older and started fixing meals, lots of weird things began to happen around us. Wherever we went, she was in danger. Demons attacked us. A dragon tried to kidnap her. That's when I first realized what it was that I carried. That the cause of all my sister's pain was my blessing, my Reaper's curse.
So, you left her behind and went on your search for a way to break the curse.
Right. And that's when I met Eifried. It was from him that I first heard about the Nordals. He thought the stories about them were all just baseless rumors.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we gather them all. But
What is it?
I think something good will happen once they're all together.
Why do you say that?
Well, because we found this doll, you shared some of your past with us. That makes me kinda happy. So I think we should get the other three, so more happy stuff happens.
Hard to argue with you there.
On to battle! Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Move in or die.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Don't waste my time.
Out of my way!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Here I come!
Who wants? Nothing can stop these fists. You'll be rust on my blade. See this? Double punch of a child. Big way. See this?
You two are so cool!
Don't become like me. You're fighting the
Clear off!
See this? Getting flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! See this? Shooting star!
close one, but I am the victor.
Scout.
You're fighting the Reaper!
Come on, really?
You're fighting the Reaper!
Not even worth my time. Don't waste my time.
Your style is really unique.
I won't run away!
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Let's get started!
Hey, is everyone all right?
You're fighting for reason.
disgraceful. No, I can't die here. Disgraceful. How's Medusa been acting?
She's calm. It looks like letting her in on the truth worked as well as we thought it might.
Good. Maybe she'll be easier to control now.
Halt! Who are you?
Whew, I thought we were done for.
So, Medusa really is here.
But what's this about the truth and controlling her? A barrier! She's a Therian!
Third time's the charm, eh, kid?
Yeah.
You're Medusa?
I am. And who might you be?
We're like you. We carry grudges against the Abbey. And Shepherd Artorias.
It's gonna be okay. We came to get you out of here, Medusa.
There's no escape.
What?
Please, don't give up. I can...
No, you don't understand. There's no escape for you. If you dare sully Shepherd Artorias' ideals and the light the Abbey shines upon the world, I will kill you all!
Why are you doing this?
She's the Abbey's lucky now. Way to jinx it, Rokuro.
They just keep coming.
That snake woman keeps summoning them. If we don't go after her directly, there'll be no end to it.
Your left hand. Don't tell me you're the Calamity.
Why are you doing this, Medusa? Why fight for the Abbey after they forced you to become a Therian?
They didn't. I became one of my own free will.
But your daughter, slain at an exorcist's hands. You must hate the Abbey for that, don't you?
Oh, I feel hate. Toward a world where demons spawn from the people's malevolence.
You know about malevolence?
The exorcist told me the truth. Diana turned into a demon because of the malevolence she radiated. I knew what I had to do. Become a Therian, and devour malevolence so that such a tragedy would never repeat itself. It matters not what dreadful form my body may take. I will revive Inominat and change this wretched world!
If that's how it is, fine. We'll take you by force.
Blast away the dead! I'm going to end this! Your death will not be in vain! This woman! She's just a grieving mother! It doesn't matter! Crush them all!
Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
the pain and move! Quickness!
It's over.
Curse you, Lord of Calamity.
Lord of Calamity?
That's the name of the Demon Lord who will bring about the Age of Chaos. The unrepentant embodiment of malevolence, whose blind pursuit of self-gratification will rain destruction upon the world. The irredeemable, uncontrollable personification of human sins. An evil like you.
Demon, Therian, Lord of Calamity. Call me whatever you like. But if I'm the supposed Lord of Demons, then you're just a minion to be used as I please. Nothing more.
No, I refuse. What happened to my Diana was my fault. That's why I will fight you until my dying breath!
Stop!
Don't get in my way!
No! Enough mothers have died. I won't let you join them! Eleanor and Kamawana, they both lost their mothers too. It's a terrible thing.
Kamawana?
A little girl that the Abbey forcefully made into a Therian. Her mother tried to save her, but she failed. All she could do was to offer her own life to fill her child's empty stomach.
Kamawana's been crying ever since. She misses her mother. If you die here, I can only imagine how sad that would make your Diana.
Diana!
You don't need me anymore, Mom. I get it. You love this new dad more than your own daughter!
No, honey. I did it for you. But you really thought I stopped loving you. And the malevolence made you into a demon. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Diana.
Medissa.
She'll be all right. She's just unconscious.
Let's grab her and haul her back.
I'll place her under a binding art, just in case.
Gotta hand it to the Abbey. Very resourceful, taking advantage of Medissa's regrets like that. Making her into a Therian who would do their bidding.
It's just so cruel.
Who cares? Reason above all, no?
It's true. The way I feel goes against all reason. There's no telling what'll happen to Heliphys once we take Medissa out of here. And yet I'm doing exactly that, all on account of my own hang-ups. Even crushing Medissa's honest resolve.
According to reason, malevolence is the fault of the individual. You assume no responsibility or guilt for what happens to them.
I refuse to turn a blind eye to the consequences of my actions. I chose this path to seek the truth, not to deny it. If I'm to betray reason, then that is the very least I should do.
You're too much, you know that? You and Medissa both. Quit overthinking things. Just blame all the suffering on the Lord of Calamity. Makes life easier.
Velvet,
I'm not trying to cheer you up. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. Whatever's coming, I can handle it.
Scout.
Hey, Eleanor, I was wondering, do you think I hurt Medusa saying that stuff to her back there?
I suppose you might have. But I was thinking the exact same things you were. Losing a mother. It's always a tragedy. I'm glad you stepped in and stopped her.
Thanks.
That Eleanor. I swear, she feels way more responsibility for everything than she needs to. You think we need to worry? What if she pushes too far and erupts with malevolence?
Malevolence is born out of many things. A prideful ego, the self-righteousness that turns a blind eye to one's inner contradictions. Eleanor's different. She's mindful of her ego and strives to confront her inconsistencies of character.
She has a purity of heart that won't be tainted by the emotions that create malevolence. No other quality is as essential for an exorcist.
So she's probably okay?
For now, at least. But human hearts can be fickle things. Who knows what the future holds?
I doubt you got anything to worry about. For most exorcists, purity is a construct of the Abbey's teachings. But Eleanor, she's the real deal.
She's not your average exorcist, I'll give you that.
Purity is handy for any exorcist. But more than that, it's a rare and precious temperament for living. Everybody's got an ego and certain internal contradictions to some degree. Facing one's own ugliness in an honest manner is never easy. To be a normal human is to live carrying malevolence. It's just how much you let it control you that varies.
I guess malevolence might just be a fact of life, huh? But Artorias can't accept that.
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes.
So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, he won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open.
Look how worried I am.
Welcome back!
That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Medissa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medissa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry.
I hope Kamoana and Medissa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medissa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then. Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamawana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Aizen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Aizen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
You said that Malakim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malakim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. Other Malakim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Hey, Laufey, Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady.
That's great.
She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too.
What? I couldn't.
It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Medissa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
We've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
But that's... All right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Inominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Inominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil! I tell you, a slave driver!
Bien Phu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Malachim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make-or-break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh... What do you think, Laffy said? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bien Phu!
Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong! Bien!
Hey, get this! I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening...
Was it a sudden...
I wish! It was this great monstrous bird! Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky!
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone can do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
All right.
turtles. Boil oysters in the cloisters. Oh, got another letter for you, Eisen.
Okay.
Maybe it's from your sister this time.
You want to read it?
Me?
Please allow me. Now then. Your cruelty knows no bounds. You bring deep sadness to a fair maiden's heart with each passing day. Repent, or else I'll be forced to intervene. This is your final warning. And that's it.
Wow, this person sounds really mad.
Eisen, what did you go and do to make the fair maiden cry?
I don't know, but I could try a couple things on you.
Ooh, excuse me if I forget to be scared.
The letter mentions a fair maiden. Do you think it refers to your sister?
What?
Oh, you could be onto something. She must be lonely so far away from her brother.
It sounded like she's pretty fond of you.
Are you suggesting that Eisen's sister wrote these letters? I mean, they're certainly unusual, but...
My sister wouldn't write something like this.
Then maybe it's someone who's spending a lot of time around her. Like, a man whose shoulder she cries on.
Damnation, Magilu! My sister doesn't have any guy clinging onto her! Do you know something I don't? Prove it! Bring him here right now!
Calm down, Eisen. No one's saying that.
But if you're really that worried, why don't you go see her? Have you not done that since you left?
I did go back once, a long time ago. But as soon as I showed up, a crowd started to gather. Overcome by malevolence, they turned into demons and attacked my sister then and there.
Do you think it's your fault that happened?
What do you think? I'd moved us to a safe place, low in malevolence and high up a rugged mountainside.
So much for coincidence.
I haven't gone back to see her since.
Changing topics, I know I said these Nordals were a little off, but I think I'm starting to see that as part of their appeal.
Huh?
My point is, no matter how odd it might be, any gift could make a girl happy if it's given from the heart.
Ha, sorry. You can't have one.
Next weekend is Bunny Bonanza Saturday.
Bunny Bonanza Saturday? What's that?
I've heard of this. You eat a hearty, healthy meal of rabbit meat to help you get nice and strong.
You eat rabbits?
No, silly. The night of the third Saturday of every month, lonely people go to sleep hugging a rabbit.
Huh.
If you go to sleep with a fuzzy friend in your arms, you're sure to have good dreams.
No, I'm sure I heard that you eat them too.
You must be thinking of Rat Pig Roundup Saturday.
There's a Saturday for rat pigs too?
Yup. On the night of the third Saturday of every month, people who aren't lonely eat rat pigs to get nice and strong.
Makes sense. Rat pigs are great sources of nutrition. An amazing choice for anyone, lonely or not.
The secret to a happy family is Rat Pig Roundup Saturday. That's what I always say.
I feel bad for the rat pigs.
First mate, sir, I heard an interesting rumor. Apparently Vortigern came under attack in the middle of reconstruction. The place was completely sacked.
Are you serious?
Any idea who did it?
They say it was a single demon. He called himself Lancelot de Capulus and challenged one exorcist in particular to come try and fight him.
Lancelot.
That's Count Capelus's first name.
The nobleman they say was kidnapped? Did he turn into a demon? Or is this some kind of scheme?
Hey, any chance you know if the exorcist he wants to fight is Shigure?
Yeah, he seeks a duel with Legate Shigure Rangetsu, or so the rumor goes.
That's the real Count.
That's a bit of a leap.
The Count is a prideful man. But when the Abbey stole his political power, his own former servant Shigure rose to Legate and suddenly outranked him. The disgrace must have been worse than death.
Then the lord your family used to serve was...
That's right. The Capeluses.
Then, if the Capeluses were the royal family's hidden dagger, The Rangetsu clan was its blade.
A demon that can wipe out Vortigern is no joke. If we could team up with him, that'd give us a real edge.
That's a real big if for some of us, Aizen.
I'll finish this quickly. Killing blast! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero!
Be proud. You made me unleash my full power.
Have you figured?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I found the Omega,
The 12.
and incurable, and when you...
It's just like
Videl!
My symptom, and well...
Videl, I'll get you the.
It's no use. And even if you did, I'm not sure I could actually make the Omega Elixir.
We can do it. When there's a will, there's a way.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's sick. You get to travel across the world. You get to see all kinds of incredible things.
Videl.
Just go. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody right now.
Laffy said you don't have to feel so bad. It's okay.
Thanks, Eleanor. But Videl's right. I hadn't even considered his point of view.
But you were just trying to be nice.
Well, even if he doesn't want me to interfere with him, I still want to make that Omega Elixir. He's a friend, and he's in pain. I want to help him.
Yeah, you're right. I'll help you out too.
Keep basking in them sunshine and rainbows, kids. But as far as anyone knows, there's not one case in all of recorded history of anyone who has it surviving.
How does it progress?
It's incredibly rare, only caught by children. Nobody knows how they get it. Some people think they're born with it.
Might even be a curse. Symptoms are certainly weird enough.
a fever every 12 days, just like Laffy. Did he have the 12-year sickness too? Did Artorias know that when he decided to sacrifice Laffy? Was there never any hope to save him at all? Was he doomed to die at age 12? That's too much to...
Not worth my time. How's that? Die!
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
I'll finish this quick.
They were nothing.
I see you've come, Shigure.
Count Capelus. It's been a long time.
Oh, wait. Is that you, Rokuro? Leave now. You are not the one who I summoned here. I want your brother, the traitor Shigure.
Sir, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Shigure's execution was assigned to me.
Ha! Oh, please. Don't make me laugh. You had your chance. You couldn't even scratch him, you wretched dog. Frankly, I don't need any Rangetsu to do my bidding any longer. Not with the power that I've attained by devouring everyone in the entire manor. I shall administer your punishments myself, with my own hand.
You're the one who devoured the people at the manor? How could you do that?
I never knew humans were so delicious. After I make a meal of you and the rest of those damnable exorcists, this will be my kingdom, my feeding ground!
Welp, it looks like the only thing that got abducted was this guy's conscience.
Remain there, Rokuro. Your lord commands you. Wait and be thankful that your blood will stain my blade beside your brother's.
There's no reasoning with this guy.
Wait.
Rokuro?
I refuse. If you simply wanted to eat flesh, then perhaps I wouldn't stop you. But dying to you would make a mockery of the Rangetsu name. Turn your blade on me or my brother and we won't hold back. Not even against an impotent lord.
You! How dare you speak to your master like that? You ungrateful cur!
This cur has fangs he's all too happy to use.
Jade Way! What? Funnel Blue!
Shooting star! Hold up!
Divine
Shooting star!
Here.
I refuse to fall here!
I'm sorry. I know you were hoping to negotiate an alliance.
Don't worry. I don't think he's someone we could fight alongside.
Come on, Rokuro. You wanted to kill him from the very start, didn't you?
No. Well, maybe a little.
So you did want to.
You're a pretty scary guy when push comes to shove. Whatever happened to honoring your ancestral debt?
I don't think I'm a hypocrite. My debt was made when I was human. That has nothing to do with the demon I am now.
That's how you really look at it?
I do. I incurred my debt toward you after I became a demon, and you can count on me to repay it.
I'll take your word for it then.
But Rokuro, when the Count said he was going to kill Lord Shigure, was that really something impossible to forgive?
How do I say it? I will kill anyone who disparages Rangetsu's skill. That's all. That's just nonsense. I'm sure I sound like the Count. I won't ask you to understand.
Of course I don't understand. But still, I don't think it's nonsense. There are just some things a person can't surrender.
Show him.
wondering if you'd let us put on a little comedy show. What do you say?
Sounds good to me. Just try and keep it low-key. I don't want to attract the Abbey's attention.
Ha! That's a tall order. Wherever we go, the boy and I have him rolling in the aisles.
The boy? Wait, you mean me?
I sure do. I'll play the straight man, you play the funny one. Don't sweat it. Even if you mess up, you'll be adorable. The audience will just lap it up. Did you memorize the script I wrote you?
Yeah, I think so.
Great! I knew you could do it! But if you merely follow the script and adhere to its every word, you won't be very funny. You need to ad-lib in your own style. For you, that's buttering up the audience and winning them over.
Ad-lib? I'm not sure I can do that.
I have faith in you, kiddo. You're gonna discover a part of you that you never knew existed. Just focus on finding ways to charm our audience.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All right! Then let's get this show rolling! Hi there! We're A Boy and His Witch, your partners in comedy today! Magicazam!
We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. I'm Fee, the cute one, and this blustering witch is...
Muggy Lou! Wait, who are you calling blustering?
Meow! Sorry, I just suddenly felt like doing an imitation.
An imitation? Like, of a cat?
Not just any cat, a nearby cat. Meow!
You're losing them. Time to go on our charm offensive. Roll with it, kiddo. Every slip-up is just a new opportunity in disguise.
See? It's supposed to be a pun on how cats sound and how near is pronounced. I didn't actually hear a nearby cat meow like that or anything.
He's explaining the joke? Are you going crazy, Laphicet? What good does explaining a bad joke do?
But you told me to ad-lib to try and win our audience over, didn't you? I figured maybe if I explained it to them, they'd get the joke and find it funny.
Just stop. Even if they get the joke that way, it's just going to be sad.
I don't mind that. I'm not afraid of messing things up. I just want to make sure our audience feels valued.
No, you have the right idea, but...
I guess I should mention, Moggy Lou's the one who came up with the script. She just made me come and act it out.
I don't care if it made the audience happy, you just sold me out! I can't work with you like this. No way! I'd say we got a lot of ad-libbing into our routine today. How was the show?
I'll just say one thing. You need a better writer.
It wasn't me.
Velvet! Let me in this instant!
You can't come in. And if you do, I'll eat you.
It's not just your room, you know.
You took an oath to obey my every command if you lost our fight. And I'm commanding you to wait just a little longer.
What are you doing out here in the hall?
I left to go out on a little errand, but when I came back, Velvet shut me out of our room. I've been standing here for over half an hour, but she seems no closer to letting me in. I don't know what to do.
Any idea what she's doing inside there?
No, I don't have a clue. All I can tell you is that sometimes I can hear something like deep breathing and soft moaning.
Well, she must be doing something in there she doesn't even want a fellow woman to see.
Something she doesn't want seen. Do you think maybe she's weighing herself?
Even if you allow for getting undressed and then dressed again, there's no chance it takes half an hour to weigh yourself.
Could she be putting on makeup? I've been yelled at for barging in on that before, although not by Velvet.
That's just because you're a guy. I hardly think Velvet would have a problem with me saying that.
This is no time to just stand there lollygagging, kiddo. Velvet is obviously in great danger this very minute. Her life is hanging in the balance.
She's right. You know Velvet, never letting her weaknesses show. She probably kicked Madame Eleanor out because she didn't want anyone to see her in such bad pain.
It would explain the heavy breathing and moaning, too.
Now that you mention it, right before I left, she had a stiff expression and she did not look well.
Well, kiddo, are you going to abandon her in her time of need? The moment to test your mettle has come at last!
Test my mettle.
Will you go in there or won't you? The fated decisive hour has finally arrived!
Velvet!
What is it, Fee?
Huh? Well, I thought you might die. So I...
Seriously? A little cleaning isn't gonna kill me.
But you were looking pale, and we could hear you breathing strangely and making weird sounds.
I don't think I was breathing strangely.
Then what was that noise? It sounded like...
When you're cleaning glass, you breathe on it first, don't you?
Then what about the moaning?
The inn has this room cleaned regularly, but they missed a lot of the details. When I looked at the cups, I saw they still had tea stains from whoever drank out of it last. That's enough to make anybody moan in disappointment.
Oh, I see. But if you told me you were cleaning the room, I would have offered to help you know.
Everyone has their own unique way of cleaning things, so in the end it's just faster to do it myself. My sister had her own ways, and I'm sure you do too, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, I'm finished so you can come back in again. Whew, what a relief to have that all done.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you, with those eyes that would belong on the Reaper's face.
Oh?
I'm sorry for bothering you, sir. If you don't have anything you need to confess, that's fine.
No, actually, there is one thing I'd like to get off my chest.
Of course. Go right on ahead.
This all happened a long time ago. But this Turtles brought over a painting by the master artist Beryl Benito. It was a gorgeous work of art. Too beautiful for words. The price was a little steep, but I couldn't help myself. Only later, I found out it was a total fake.
So, You want to repent for letting yourself be guided by worldly desires?
No, buying it was my decision. I don't have any regrets. Even if the painting itself was fake, my heartfelt admiration for its beauty was real.
What are you going on about?
Did you say something?
No. Then for what do you wish to repent?
The truth is, when I saw that painting, I didn't have enough money on me. So I swiped 100 gold from my little sister's hidden savings. That's the one part I wish I'd done differently.
I see. Fear not, my son. No matter what the Empyreans may decide, I know your sister would forgive you.
I hope so.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Do you mean me?
Yes. Or at least I would. But perhaps you're too young to have done anything to repent.
No. There is something. I've kept it a secret so far, but I'll confess it now.
And I shall listen, my son.
Not too long ago, I found a slug in the forest. And I read in a book that if you sprinkle salt on a slug, it'll shrink. I wanted to try it out for myself.
So you sprinkled salt on the slug. It's true, that was not a good act. But if the experience taught you to respect life and its fragility, then the slug's sacrifice was not in vain, and...
No, that's not what happened. I messed up, and I put sugar on the slug, not salt. And then... the sugar attracted a whole bunch of ants to the slug. And it was awful.
Ugh.
I'm so sorry, Slug. You didn't deserve that.
It's okay. I forgive you. It was all a terrible accident.
There's one more thing. I wanted to see what would happen if I poured sugar water down an anthill. And... I'm sorry to you too, ants.
Kids can sure be weirdly cruel sometimes.
sheep egg, another ingredient for the Omega Elixir.
All right! Let's hurry and get this back to Videl.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Laphicet so animated.
He's never really lost anything, so he can still believe in hope.
That's a dark way of putting it.
Once he's confronted with reality, he'll change his tune.
Are you certain?
Yeah, everyone's like that.
Then how do you explain yourself? You've lost. You've been hit hard by reality. You don't have any hope for anything. So why do you risk your life with this revenge business?
Why the hell shouldn't I? There's no hope waiting for me on the other side of revenge. I know full well it won't fix anything or bring anyone back. But it's a damn sight better than sitting around doing nothing.
And that's probably how Laphicet feels right now, too.
I can't let go of all my anger and sorrow, and he can't bring himself to stop holding on to hope. This is how far he'll go for his friends.
You two are both illogical for sure. I suppose a dumb old demon like me doesn't quite feel the same need for action.
We can do this!
But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero. Thunder.
You're wide open!
Double haste!
That was tougher than I would have liked.
I'll finish this quick.
You don't want to make me angry.
Laffy said apologize for losing your temper.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, let the boy try to act tough.
Not worth
If you want to live, get out of my way.
We can do this.
If you want to live, get out of my way.
It's sour.
So you've kept your sense of taste?
In my dreams I have. Nowhere else.
Does that make this a dream?
It would have to be, wouldn't it? After all. I devoured you.
That's right. Don't you go forgetting it.
How could I ever forget it? The taste of your...
How could I ever...
Looks like the fog's rolling in.
Yep.
Eleanor, there's something I want to be sure we get perfectly clear.
All right. What is it?
Laphicet is not your little Moloch.
What? That's all you wanted to say? You realize he doesn't belong to you either, right?
Indeed I do. Laphicet's his own person, and not anyone else's.
You're right. Malachim aren't just tools to be used by exorcists as they pleased. I'll be more careful not to forget that.
Good, as long as we're on the same page.
Since we're on the subject of reminders, you haven't forgotten our little bet, have you, Velvet?
You mean the 100 gold on whether I'd break? No, I haven't forgotten.
A word of caution. People can fight against pain, but they can't fight against happiness. If you're keen on winning our bet, I'd steer clear of ill-fitting dreams.
Sorry to break it to you, but all I have anymore are nightmares.
The fog's cleared. Good thing we didn't wind up getting lost in it.
Of course we didn't. Who do you think is running this ship?
A bunch of shameless rogues who are very good at shameless roguery.
Damn straight.
But it's strange. These waters don't usually see much fog.
Whoa! It's like a castle.
This used to be the base of operations for a rich trading family. When trouble came knocking, they were ready for it, to say the least.
Wow! They must have had a lot of enemies.
But that was a long time ago. Nowadays, it's just another town in the middle of nowhere. But even so, to us, it was the big city of our dreams.
You know this area well.
I grew up near here. Keep on going, and you'll run into a ball. My home village.
Then, the Therian is...
Yeah, somewhere in my village.
Is that okay?
No one will know me there. Everyone I knew, I already devoured.
I just love the feel of the sun on my face. I'm glad the fog finally cleared up. For days, it was so thick, you couldn't see past your own nose.
We're lucky a demon didn't show up in all that fog.
Eastcan hasn't had much demon trouble to speak of. Didn't you know that? During the Advent, towns all across Eastcan were attacked by demons. It was Lord Artorias who saved us. Ever since, our towns have seen almost no demon attacks.
Is that true?
Oh, pardon me, Lady Exorcist. But if you're with the Abbey, surely you've heard about how things are here in Eastgand. Of course, demons are lurking about outside our towns. But for whatever reason, they don't attack us where we live.
That sounds unbelievable.
Everyone who visits us from abroad says the same thing. But this is neither joke nor lie. Everyone says that Lord Artorias' power lingers here, protecting our town against the demons. Whatever the reason, you're safe here. Relax, and please enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Why do demons avoid these towns?
You're travelers, right? How are other towns doing? Is the demon blight as bad as they say?
Demons are attacking cities all the world over, and the demon blight is spreading like wildfire! It's nuts!
That's terrible. Living in this town, I almost forgot about the demons. There hasn't been a case of demon blight here since the Advent. Nothing much has changed over the past 3 years.
Yeah, this town's the same as it's always been.
You've been here before?
Many times.
Really now? Wait, there is something that changed. The prickle boar meat.
The prickle boar meat?
Yep, it's gotten much easier to get your hands on high-quality, tasty meat. The hunters are probably able to do so well because they don't have to worry about demon attacks. Well, I hope you enjoy your return to Taliesin. Have fun.
A town without demons.
Could be there's a Therian at the Earth Pulse Point in Eastgan that's devouring the malevolence. What do you think?
That would certainly explain things.
Good day. How are you liking Taliesin? I bet you're surprised not to see any exorcists.
Yeah, I've never been to a town like this.
The exorcists stationed in Eastgand often leave to help deal with problems in other parts of the world. Then again, few are stationed here to begin with.
Are they on another of those expeditions now?
That's right. They're currently in Northgand, helping put down a group of dangerous demons. Even though they're gone, we still have regular exorcist patrols stop by. We feel safe enough with them. Maybe they should just move the capital to Eastgand. Of course, I know there's no way that would happen.
Ah, damn! I forgot today was the day Nico was coming. I missed out on buying that special quiche.
That's too bad. I wish she'd just open up a shop here. You'd think it would be easier than always having to make the long trek from a ball.
I heard she doesn't want to leave the village because she's waiting for her missing friend to return.
What are you talking about? A ball's nothing but a ruin.
What? Well, you're a morbid young woman. Sure, the place was hit pretty bad by a demon a few years ago, but it's not like it's abandoned.
Many of the villagers were hurt, but thanks to Lord Artorius, nearly all of them survived in the end.
That can't be.
It certainly is. In fact, there's a girl from there, Nico, who comes here once a week to sell things.
Just yesterday, my husband sent medicine to the general store there and got some juicy prickle boar meat in return.
That can't be right. With my own hand,
Velvet?
Velvet said a ball was wiped off the map, but it sounds like someone's been coming from there with things to sell. Do you think a new group of settlers moved in?
Apparently that merchant Nico is someone Velvet knows.
She said something about Artorius having saved the village. Do you think it had something to do with the Earth Pulse point?
I can't say. We've heard too many conflicting things.
This feels wrong to me. Really, really wrong.
We won't find the truth by wandering blindly in the dark. The path forward is our only way.
Right. It's not like we can turn back.
But Miss Mogulu, what if there's darkness ahead too?
Then we'll take a nice nap together. Forever, probably.
Oh.
What's going on?
That's what I'd like to know.
asked me what this town's known for. Answer, stairs.
Yeah, I've never seen this many stairs before in my life.
You're close to the sea and the weather is beautiful and everything, but doesn't all this climbing make life here hard?
Not at all. I walked the stairs here since I was a child. A little climb like this is nothing. Everyone raised here has a strong set of legs and a sturdy back. You couldn't turn a profit selling back medicine here. No way, no how.
That festival over in a ball sure was fun, wasn't it?
It sure was. What a cheerful and happy place. And the food was amazing. I'd love to go back sometime.
I loved the prickle boar meatballs. Nico's quiche was so good. It was a master quiche.
This Nico must be a great cook. I'd love to try this master quiche. Where did you learn a joke like that? Anyway, Taliesin's Fisherman Festival is coming up soon. We've got to show the folks from Abal a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna help my uncle catch lots of tasty fish for the festival.
What do you think you'll catch?
Pickled mackerel, tuna rolls, oh, and duck stew.
Those are all the names of dishes, silly. And a duck isn't a fish, it's a bird. I swear, you don't think of anything but food.
Nico's quiche.
We'll just have to go there and see for ourselves. Which way is your village?
It's far to the east, through the Morgana woods.
I wonder what Velvet's hometown is like.
A ball? I've heard about it from other sailors, although that was a long time ago. They said it's a fairly plain place, and it's home to rustic, hospitable folk.
That sounds like any country village to me.
I wonder if Velvet used to be rustic and hospitable.
Oh, you mean to say she's devious and rude now?
Not at all.
It's okay, you can admit it. It's pretty much the truth.
Well, I imagine she was a plain, hardworking girl.
Hmm? You really believe that?
call it a guess, really.
I bet she was a cheerful, loving sister.
Maybe so.
And now she's the Lord of Calamity. If she sees her former friends, maybe she'll remember some of what she's lost.
But what has she lost?
I'll end this quickly. I'll cut down anyone in my way!
you